everyone before we started.
Okay.
Okay.
We should be good.
Okay. Yeah, it's working because I left this open on my phone. My bad. Huzzah! Hello. We'll be on in just a moment. I think maybe yeah. Hello, everyone, to another episode of Castles in the Air from the Story Told. I'm your host Logan, and I'll pass you over to our storyteller here in just a moment. But before we do that, we are proud members of the D20 Radio Network, as well as being partnered with Fool's Moon Entertainment. In addition to both of those exciting things, we are affiliated with Van Roll Dice by Metallic Dice Games. Enter the code STORYTOLD10 to receive 10% off your order at checkout. Thank you so much. And with that, I will transfer us over to Neko, our illustrious game master, storyteller, Atlas, whatever you want to call them. There's a million words and they're all equally interesting. So, Neko, take it away.
Hi there, I'm Malia Caraway, known most places online as Nekochi or Neko. So that's what I'll be going by here as well. I wrote this game with the very pretty artwork. It's called Castles in the Air. It's based on novels of Louisa May Alcott and Ellen Montgomery, books like Little Women and Anne of Green Gables. And so we have, you start out the game by creating children, and then you play out their childhood, and then you transition them up to adults, and they gain new adult problems based on the backing that you created as children. In the past session, we we had a fun day at the apple orchard, and we also fought with our bosom enemies, which are the worst sides of ourselves. Logan, I believe you said your character was going to be changing his bosom enemy, so we'll talk about that in a moment. But first, let's just do a quick introduction for everyone. Just your name and pronouns, and the name and pronouns of the character that you are playing.
Yes. I guess since I'm making a change, I'll go ahead and start. Hello, everyone. I'm Logan, one of the hosts of The Story Told. My pronouns are he, they, and I am playing Oren King, who's 12 years old, and their pronouns are they, them. Now, Neko did mention that I'm making a slight adjustment. Originally, I had Gullible as my bosom enemy, and while I do think Oren is a little gullible, I think I think they are much more impulsive than they are gullible based on how I was playing them, which seemed a little bit psychotic in the best way.
Yeah, and this game is designed so that you can change that bosom enemy at any time. If you are playing your character and you're like, oh, I thought they were going to be this. Turns out this is what they struggle with more. So that's just you taking advantage of the mechanics. Uh, so, as I said before, I'm Nekochi, Neko, she, her. I am playing Hawkins, Fledge, McKinley, they, them, and they're 11. Right? Who
I'll
wants to
go
go
next.
next?
Hello, everybody. I go by Diana Moon online. I use she, her, Faye pronouns, and I am playing Maria Renata Reyes, she, her, 12.5 years old. It's important that you know that. And yeah, I think her bosom enemy is still very good, so she's keeping herself sacrificing.
All right, my name is Crow. My pronouns are he, him, and I'm playing as Leroy Abbott. Leroy Abbott, the 11-year-old firebrand orphan whose bosom enemy is stubborn.
And that just leaves Steven.
Uh, I'm Steven, he, him. My character is Fizz, Theodore Newton Fizzywig. He is he, him, and he's 12. Wants to be a really famous actor. We'll see what happens. And I
Speaking
also
of
play, Oren's aunt as my side character.
I thought it was my grandmother.
okay.
Oh, grandmother, sorry.
Yes. Oh, no,
So it is
Oh.
grandmother. I think you just wrote aunt instead. On the
You
sheet
did.
for
You
some
wrote
reason.
Oren's aunt.
I'll fix it.
Last time, another thing that we did was we started the third and final novel chapter of Childhood with some vignettes about what our characters were doing during the school play. Their school was putting on Romeo and Juliet. So now we have a list of scenes that we would like to see this novel chapter. Obviously, we can add to this. On our list, we have Fledge is a little bit too nosy about whether Leroy enjoyed acting with Abigail. Leroy played Romeo. Abigail is an off-screen character who played Juliet. Maria and Fizz have a conversation with compliments and critiques of Maria having a surprise of playing the priest. And Maria gets everyone to get their acts together. All right. We also wanted a stronger connection between Fizz and Leroy, so if we could find a scene for those two at some point in this novel chapter, that would be great as well.
Cool.
What would we like to start with?
Why don't we do Fizz and Leroy?
Any particular ideas for this scene? Perhaps you want to talk about how you feel Leroy did as Romeo, or since Fizz is big into acting, we could do that. I feel like Fizz probably has more than one critique in him about how other people did in the play.
Okay, just 1 second. Sorry.
Yep.
My tray is falling and I just need to adjust it. Okay. Where are we right now?
So the play has just ended. We're kind of in the after party. So the cast, maybe some parents or guardians can come by later and give like flowers, but it's mostly going to be our kids.
Leroy was Romeo, right?
Romeo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, good job, Leroy.
Thank you.
I suppose you didn't mess up the show.
I did not mess up the show. I did a pretty good job as Romeo, especially with the balcony scene.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I mean, pretty good. I don't know about great, but it was pretty good.
Thank you. Thank you.
I don't mean to be rude. Just, the show's supposed to be great.
But was there something wrong?
No. It just was good. Adequate. Fine.
Okay.
I would have considered maybe doing it a little bit differently.
Okay, then what do you have me to do?
No, it's too late now. I couldn't possibly. Well, okay. Maybe you should have tried climbing the balcony. Instead of just standing on your tippy toes, you should have climbed the balcony wall so that you could kiss Juliet. That's what I think. But I suppose that's our teacher's fault because we didn't have the scenery that we needed.
Kiss Juliet?
Kitty looks very depressed. Kitty's like, why am I not being played with?
What
He's just
in
relaxing.
the...
He's zoning out.
I am so sorry about that, everyone. I am back now. My computer just, shut down and said it had no battery, even though the charger was plugged in.
Well, it happens sometimes.
Make sure that it is charging, because, yeah, that can be an issue sometimes, where you're plugged in, but the computer doesn't recognize it's plugged in.
It says it's charging now, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Double check, because you have one where it's like a two-piece with the brick. Double check that the second half hasn't been loosened, because that happens to my laptop all the time.
Yeah, okay, we should be good now. It says we're still streaming, but...
There's usually a delay, but I'm not checking it at the moment. So sometimes I'll stream for like a couple extra minutes because it buffers.
No, it says we're still going, so okay. I'll edit that out, listeners. Sorry about that. That was bizarre. I do apologize. Stephen, please, and Pro, please continue your scene.
Where were we?
You were
You were talking
talking
about the
about
ladies of the
paying
night.
paying for kisses.
My aunt would call that a lady of the night. Now, I don't know what ladies of the night do, but I do know that you have to pay to get a kiss from one.
Um, okay, so do I just pay Abigail to kiss me?
Well, it's too late now. The show's over.
Okay, so Leroy's like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna pay Abigail to kiss me. And Leroy
Oh,
speeds
you
up on
want
over to
Abigail to
Abigail.
kiss you. You want Abigail to kiss you.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, who doesn't?
How much you gonna pay her?
$2.50.
Big money back then.
That's a lot of money.
That's probably I don't even know, a couple hundred. That's a lot of money.
I
I don't think
know,
she's
but
worth
it'll be
it.
worth it. No, seriously,
I don't
it'll
think
be
she's
worth
worth
it.
it. I don't think
Uh,
she's worth it.
no, 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 no. I'll have her kiss me. No, I'll kiss her and, well, she'll kiss me. That's how, that's basically how it worked, right?
I think that you should kiss Fledge instead, and
What?
Fledge would kiss you back for free.
Uh, I'm, what? No, no, I'm not. Look, I'm not into fleds like that.
How do you
Well,
know? How do you know? You've never kissed anyone. And Abigail, she doesn't want to kiss you. You have to pay her to kiss you. So how do you know? Maybe you should just kiss Fledge and find out. Maybe you'll have butterflies.
I will not have butterflies when I kiss fleds. Their mom basically, well, their dad basically works with, well, their mom works with my, their, well, look, their mom works with my dad, and, well, it wouldn't really be fair to at least disrespect someone. But if you want to, then look, fine, I'll kiss her. I mean, Abigail, I mean, Fleds. Then I'll prove to you that I'm not interested in Fleds.
Well, I don't know. I think you'll change your mind once you kiss Fledge. It would be your first kiss, too.
Fine.
You're gonna
Okay.
kiss Fledge.
So
And
do we want to move on to that?
Yeah, or something, yeah.
okay.
Ladies of
We'll
the
move.
So
night.
how does Leroy introduce this idea?
Okay. So Leroy's like, I'm gonna kiss Fleds, and if that doesn't work, then I'll kiss Abigail. Because, well, Lee Abigail is just a crush he has, and Fleds is just someone he knows because his dad basically, well, owns the apple farm, and Fleds' mom owns the general store, and that's all there is to it.
So do you go up to Fledge and like explain any of this, or do you just go in there kisses blazing to figuratively?
I'll just let Fleds explain.
Okay, so you explain this to Fledge.
Yes.
Um, um, well,
So yeah, I I had a talk with Fizz, and I wanted to kiss Abigail, and then I was like, "Oh,
you
I'll
wanted
pay for
to
two
kiss
dollars and
Abigail?
uh, um uh I don't know honestly, but and and I think Fizz was just like ladies of the night or something like that. I don't know, but look, if I kiss you, then it'll definitely prove that I have no feelings for you.
Oh,
Nothing more,
um,
nothing less. It'll just be a kiss and nothing more. Just between friends.
I think Fledge looks like woman doing math at this. It's like, okay, well, I could kiss Leroy, and I would like that. But what if that means that I can never be with Leroy? And just kind of doing this in their head, and finally, I think they said, okay, but I'm going to do my best to prove that you can have feelings for me.
Okay.
So I think they lean in and they do their best kissing you. It's probably like very chaste and not a super good kiss because they're like 11 and they don't know anything about it. But it's not probably an unpleasant experience either.
All right. And he kisses her
Them.
the
Yeah.
same way, and he's like, all right, there. Now this kiss will definitely prove that I have feelings for Abigail and nothing more. Thanks, Fledge. You're a really good friend.
But just looking like they regret all their choices.
Oh.
All right. What would we like to see next? We haven't seen Orin or Maria yet. Do we want to see one of them, or perhaps both of them? If you have something for them to talk about.
Yeah, we could do something like post-play, hanging out, trying to figure out what nonsense to get into next. We don't have trouble yet. We need to find some trouble to get into.
You are partners in crime, after all.
We are. Maria, you were so good in the play. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. You're naturally gifted.
Oh, gracias, gracias. It was very, very scary because I wasn't expecting to be on there, and then the priest robe is very itchy.
I was thinking
But
though, next time you do something like that, you should do it in what something I am calling site-specific theater, and we should go at the appropriate time of day. So if it's a night scene, we go into the church at night and do the scene so you can feel everything in the moment. And
that makes the sense.
and
Yes.
it just so happens I know that the church will be open tonight, and we could go and do that, and it would be a lot of fun.
What would you be?
The director.
Oh, so you would be like Mrs. Crass and just sit there and yell at me.
Well, I wouldn't yell. Well, no, I wouldn't yell. But I think I could get to what I think Fizz said it once, the intrinsic truth of the character. And I think I could make you get there. It won't be easy. It will be difficult and challenge both of us. But we are going to be 13 before we know it, and we need to
Me sooner.
understand. Don't remind me. We need to understand this level of maturity so that when we are adults, we're well practiced and people will be convinced.
This might even make Fitz happier because I've been doing more practice.
Right. And we could get Crow too. We would just have to sneak out tonight.
Not Crow. Who's this Crow you speak of?
I did that in my other game the other day too. We need to get Leroy too, and we're gonna have to sneak out tonight. Do you know how to pad your bed to make it look like someone's in it? I can show you. That's not a big deal. It's very easy. And let's see, where should we meet? I think we should meet by the tree near the glen and the park next to the creek.
Oh, okay.
And we should meet there at like, what time's your bedtime? Mine's like 7.
Oh, we usually have. And she rattles off things in Spanish of like all the things that they have to prepare for. So her bedtime is actually like 10.
Okay, so we need to meet at like 11. I've never
Yes,
been up.
everybody will be asleep.
I've never been up that late before. This is exciting.
That's usually when I actually fall asleep because I just toss and turn in bed for like an hour and then I sleep. And then when the crow, not the crow, the rooster, then we have to get up and so
Okay, so
I'll
you'll be awake then. Excellent.
yes, I'll bring us some chocolate. I'll keep us awake.
Okay. I'll bring paper to make notes on. Okay. Um, how are we gonna let Leroy and Fizz know? Hmm.
We're talking about this during the party, right?
Oh yeah.
Like we're on like off the corner, like chatting.
Okay, so I'll let Fizz know. If you can let Leroy know. Leroy doesn't like me all that much, and I don't know why. Maybe I should tell
I,
Leroy.
you should, yes. Uh, you can do like they did in the play where you challenge him, so he has to show up for honor.
Yes. I'll triple dog dare him. That's what I'll do. And then he'll have to come, even though he doesn't like me.
Exactly.
Okay, and then you'll let Fizz know?
Yes, I'll go talk to her. Done. And I think like she like does like a nod and is like, we got it. And yeah, goes looking for Fletch. Or wait, sorry, Fizz.
Were you gonna look for Fledge or Fizz?
I was
I think
saying
Fizz.
I was saying Fizz, but we need to let Fledge know too. We'll get
Yeah.
there. We will get there. I'll let
Yeah, so
I'll,
I
I'll let Fledge know too. They might be able to bring us stuff from the store that we can use for like sets, props, and costumes.
sounds good. And
Okay.
yeah,
So, would we like to do the scene with Maria and Fizz next? Um, about the how you did playing the priest, or do we want to transition to something else first?
I'm good with doing Maria and the Fizz.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think like I come running to find you, and I'm like Fizz. Oren has a fantastic idea, so we can do more of the acting club tonight.
Oh, uh, well, I don't know. I think everybody has a lot of work to do if we're going to do another school play soon.
Well, yeah, but then that means we should practice more, right? If we're gonna do another one.
Yeah, but what are we practicing? We don't know what play it is.
Well, Oren says we have to do a scene at church at night, so tonight we're gonna go into the church. How was
I
I,
don't
by
know.
the
That
way? Do
sounds.
you think I made a good padre?
I think you were great. I think other people have a lot of work to do, but I think you were great.
I was so nervous. I wasn't expecting to go up there, but
I couldn't possibly tell. I think you did a wonderful job.
gracias. Knowing that you liked it means the world.
Well, I think that maybe our Romeo has some work to do.
Mm. He seemed okay. Nervous.
He didn't even kiss Juliet.
Oh. And she kind of makes a face like she's at that point where she's like, I'm not sure I like the idea of kissing or like, any of that, even though she is older. She's like, oh, maybe Juliet had bad breath.
Maybe, but I heard that Abby charges for kisses.
Oh, wow.
Uh-huh. Leroy said $2.50. I think that's a lot of money.
That is a lot of money. That's like 10 tarot readings.
Yeah, I can't imagine Abby's worth kissing for that. I heard that Abby has rotten teeth.
Then maybe it's good Leroy didn't kiss.
Yeah, I don't want her at the church tonight. She shouldn't be in drama club.
No, it's just going to be you, me, Oren, Leroy, and Pledge.
Okay.
Oren's going to
But
be
I
the
think
director,
Fledge is going
so
to
he
be
gets to
mad
yell
at
at
me.
us.
I
Why?
think Fledge is going to be mad at me because I convinced Leroy to kiss Fletch, and it didn't go very well, I'm guessing.
Oh. But I thought
Because,
Fletch liked Leroy.
Fletch has a crush. Yeah, Fletch has a crush on Leroy, but I don't think Leroy likes Fletch back.
Well, then he's done.
That's what I say. That's what I say. Why does he have to come to the church either? He shouldn't be in drama club either. I mean, how do you play Romeo if you
Well,
don't even kiss Juliet?
well, he
Maybe
may
I
not
should have been
come.
Romeo.
We could practice with you being Romo. I mean, it's going to be Orin who asks Leroy, and they don't like each other. So maybe even though that he's going to challenge them, they're going to challenge him. Maybe you won't show
Well,
up.
I don't know what the next show is, but maybe Leroy should get a different part next time.
And they nod, like not knowing very much about any of all this. They're like, okay, but so 11 tonight, and she'll repeat perfectly the directions that I don't remember that was just said, but she repeats it perfectly. At 11, I'm bringing chocolate for everybody. Will you be there?
Yeah, well, fine, okay, but I don't think we should share with everybody.
Well,
Meanwhile,
like,
Leroy.
go ahead.
Meanwhile, Leroy is gonna get the kiss from Abigail for $2.05.
So I think if you want this to go well, you would probably pay a resolve token because I think most girls, if you offered money to kiss them, would probably slap you because you were implying some things.
Yes.
They might take the
How?
money and still slap you, but
Yeah.
possibly.
Yeah.
So would you like to pay a resolve token for that to go well?
Yes.
Okay, so that goes off into the ether.
What's that movie where the mother says, "No matter what you do, always get the money first"? Is it that movie? Is it that movie Drop Dead Gorgeous with Kirsten Dunst about the beauty
I
pageants?
don't know.
I think it
I only
is.
saw that movie once, and that was when it came out, so I have no recollection since then.
It was the mom. She goes, "It like there's the filming crew on like 'cause it's like a mocku series or mockumentary."
Yeah,
And the mom sees the camera and she goes, "No matter what you do, just get the money first." It's like, oh my god.
it was such a weird movie.
I love that
But yeah,
movie.
I think it would be interesting if Oren came in like seeing the kiss with Leroy and Abigail.
Abigail. Yeah.
Okay, so do you want to, so Crow, do you want to play out that scene first, or do I just like walk in on it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Leroy went in and is like, "Oh, hey, want to kiss the Leroy?" And well, Abigail's like, "Of course, but I have to pay you $2.05 for it." And she's like, what?" And he's like, "Yeah, because someone told me that you were a lady of the night." And then there was a brief awkward silence before she laughed him.
Okay, so if she's gonna slap you, I don't think you need to pay the the resolve token. I think you can keep that.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Okay.
I walk in with Leroy getting slapped. Okay. Whoa, Leroy, what just happened? Abigail, why did you hit him?
And Abigail's like, because he told me that he heard that I was a lady of the night, and that I'll pay him $2.05. The nerve of this boy. And then she storms off.
Whatever that was, Leroy, just use it. Meet us by the tree in the field by the creek at 11 o'clock. We're going to go to the church to practice lines. Have you
Practice line, says
for,
Leroy, the mother from the flap.
for our acting? Have you ever snuck out before? Do you know how to make it look like there's a body on your bed?
I've done it plenty of times.
Okay. Well, you're going to have to be there at 11 sharp. We're not going to wait.
All right.
Okay. And sneaking out's not a problem. Everyone's coming. Fledge will be there. Fizz will be there. Maria will be there. I'll be there. That's everyone.
Ah, right. So everyone's gonna be there, including Fleds.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, I figured as much.
The problem
I
is the
owe Fleds an apology.
well, great. You have to talk to them anyway. You can go let them know. I haven't found Fledge so you can let Fledge know to meet us at 11. Can you relay the message, please, to them? Thank you.
Sir, sir.
You know what, Leroy? You're actually not half bad. I haven't been fair to you.
Yeah, you're not half bad yourself.
Although I think we should not tell other people we actually get along. It
Right.
would disrupt the status quo. People wouldn't know what to do. They might think the end of the world is coming, and I can't be responsible for that. My grandmother talks all the time about, like, revelations and the breaking of seals, and it's weird. I don't know why she talks about it.
Well, your grandmother is quite the speaker.
Hmm. She says that diction, syntax, and elocution are a mark of good breeding. I don't know what breeding is, though. It sounds gross and messy.
Well, maybe she's just talking about marriage and falling in love with the right person who is of money and status.
I never want to get married. Why would you want to be tied down? Have to answer to someone. I already do that with my grandmother. I don't need to do it with someone else.
Well, maybe you'll understand that when you get older.
Nah, I don't think so. Adults think they have it all figured out and they don't. I watch, I see. They're just as confused as the rest of us. So I refuse to grow up. I'm gonna be
Well,
12 forever. Like Peter Pan.
ah, well, we can't all be kids forever. Some of us just have to grow up at some point. And I know how you feel.
Who said we have
The
to
mo-
grow up? I don't like them already.
ah, okay. Hmm.
I have
I don't know who said we had to grow up.
Exactly. Don't trust them. I have a lot to set up for tonight. I need costumes. I need snacks. Oh, right. Maria's bringing chocolate for us to help us stay awake. I need scripts. I need wigs. I need
Costumes?
that. I need animals. I need candles. I need matches. I need
That's a
blankets.
lot.
I have a lot to do. I need to go to the store and put it on my grandmother's tab. Find Fledge. Let Fledge know. That way we can all do this together.
All right. And, well, Leroy goes on to find Vlad's.
I
And
think
both of
Fletch has
them.
kind of like left the building where the little like after party is happening, and it's like, kind of like crouched down with the stick, like aggressively like using the stick to dig in the dirt, just kind of like a little despondent after everything that's happened today.
But,
Oh,
um,
Leroy, did you have a
I
good time with Abigail?
actually, she slapped me in the face when she found out that I had to pay, that she had to pay me to kiss her.
Oh, why would she
Yeah.
have to? What?
Turns out the rumor wasn't exactly true.
Well, lots of people like to say things that aren't true.
Yeah.
Do you still like her?
Well, after that slap, well, not anymore. And I'm definitely sure she doesn't like me anymore after what I just said.
Oh,
So,
well,
want me to kiss you for real this time?
really?
Yes, really. Just,
Um, okay. And like, Fletch is going to like stand up hastily and look very awkward. Do you start or do I start?
you go first. I
Uh,
don't really mind.
okay, I think Fletch is going to lean in and kiss Leroy.
And Leroy kisses Fled's back.
Oh.
That was nice. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Does
So,
that mean that we're courting now?
yeah, yes, we are.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
So do you end up telling Fledge about the meeting
Yes, he does.
tonight?
He does.
I think I think when you mentioned making it look like there's a body in bed, like Fledge is like a corpse.
Pause one moment. There's Steven.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Well, something like that.
I'll come
Or,
back.
All right, guys. My
But-
internet crap.
You're all good, Steven.
Anyway, well, something like that, but I'll draw a squiggly face
Okay.
with
Because I don't want to have to
oh,
actually kill anyone to pretend that I'm not that I'm in my bed. I don't.
yeah,
That would be scary.
yeah. I'll just add in an extra pillow, draw in a squiggly face, and
Oh,
that's a
a
wig.
pillow. That makes a lot more sense. I didn't.
Yeah,
That would have been odd if Oren was telling me to kill someone, just so that people
yeah,
would find out that I snuck out.
yeah, because that'd be very wrong.
Is there anything else we want from that?
No, nothing else.
All right. Any other scenes that we would like to see?
Do you want to see any of our connections? One last time?
I almost think it would be a really cool way to do this scene where we all snuck out and make that our weird transition into adulthood. Like that is like it feels like such a button to like us getting caught sneaking out or something like as a group and then transitioning to adulthood is I think would be really really cool.
Yeah. So, do we want to? We can each do like a little vignette of how we get caught. I think.
That
I
would be
think.
fun.
I think. I think Fledge does not make it out of the house before getting caught.
Oh,
I think they're excited and are making too much noise upstairs when trying to do all this. And their mom walks in and is like, "What are you doing? It's very late. Why are you out of bed?" And it just like kind of goes downhill from there.
Yeah, I think
Well,
Oren probably gets caught too because Oren has the subtlety of a bull in a china shop.
You might also like, since you were rich, have like a nanny who like stays in the house in a room adjoining yours, so it probably is harder for you to sneak out.
Like a governess or something.
Yeah.
Leroy's dad was basically about to tuck Leroy in the bed when he sees that this is not Leroy. This is just a pillow and a straw made of well straw. It's a scarecrow, and then he catches Leroy and is like, "What are you doing?" And he gives him that severe anime glare, and Leroy is busted and has to do chores for a month.
Oof. Does So do we want to do little vignettes of getting caught then, Neko?
No, that was basically
I
the.
think that kind of was my little vignette
Okay.
for me.
Yeah.
If you want to do one for yourself, you can. Or
What about Fizz and Maria? Did they actually get out?
I was eating chips, so that took me a minute. So that's why I was muted.
You're all good.
Maria does get out and has like this big like thing of hot chocolate chocolate that's in the traditional way it is spicy. That's how hot chocolate was introduced to people, was it was a spicy drink. This one isn't super spicy, but the thing is like she goes to where the spot is, but instead of like, because everybody else gets caught, she does see someone there, and it's her tia Juana, who is crying because she got stood up for a date. So instead she goes with her tia back home, and they share this huge thing of hot chocolate where they get drunk off of chocolate, spicy chocolate, and like fall asleep essentially. But yeah, so she spends the time with like, like reassuring her tia that like everything's okay, that boys are stupid, you know, and
They
all that.
Maria
are.
has a nice night. Everyone else gets in trouble.
Yeah.
I love that.
What
Did you
about
want to
Fizz?
do one for Fizz?
Fizz, unfortunately, did something that Fizz always does and tried leaving without tying his shoelaces. And he fell going down the stairs, and his father heard it and woke up.
All right. So that's going to be our novel chapter. So we're going to do now our final bosom enemies of childhood. Um, so you can either use something that happened in that previous novel chapter, or you can, do something else. I think I'm going to give Fledge a positive because Fledge was willing to accept that Leroy didn't like them when they thought it wasn't going to turn out.
I think for impulsive, I got my friends in trouble, and so that's a negative. Or I got most of my friends in trouble.
Maria deserved a lovely time, honestly.
She
Maria's
did.
out here getting rewarded for good behavior.
Yeah, I decided to do both. Like she indulged in like, yeah, let's sneak out, let's do this, and then but like then she saw her aunt, and she's like, I can't leave her. Like I love her too much. I hope they're not mad at me when I don't show up for a thing, not knowing until much later. So yeah, I gave her both a positive and negative for that.
I mean, I think it's negative for Fizz. He, tries to sneak out and betrays, his parents' trust or his father's trust. But I think also, in his arrogance, he was way overindulgent in the things he was saying to Leroy.
Hmm. I think
Oh, what are you thinking
kids can be
for Leroy?
brats a little bit, can't they?
Yeah, they can.
Woo.
Kids have not yet learned how to filter themselves, so.
Well, for Leroy, I'll take a negative because Leroy didn't want to kiss Liz and wanted to kiss Abigail based on a rumor, and it didn't end well for him.
All right.
Well, not kissing, well, kissing Abigail.
So this brings us to our next phase, the passage of time. During this phase, we're going to have a certain amount of time pass to where we will be adults at the end of it, and we're just going to see some choice moments that happen during that passage of time. Um, so the first thing we're going to do is decide on a length of time. So we should do at least 7 years because we want everyone to be an adult at the end of it, but we can do more. During collaboration, we said a decade. So a decade is generally like a really like common time to do for these, or we could do a little bit less, a little bit more. What is everyone thinking?
I like the idea of a
Mm.
decade. 22. I'm into it.
It's very Taylor Swift. I say not actually having listened to any Taylor Swift. That's like one of the few things I know about Taylor Swift.
Oh god, I just watched
all
that.
right.
I just watched that Hannah Montana 20th anniversary thing last night, and by that I mean I watched the parts where she sang. I never watched Hannah Montana, so a lot of the other stuff was irrelevant to me. But Homegirl's voice is sick. Anyway, sorry.
I didn't have
Right.
cable back then, so Hannah Montana flew by me.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm good with 10. I like a nice even number.
Yeah.
Okay.
10 years is all right.
Okay. So, for this thing, we are going to take turns initiating a scene or a vignette. A vignette in this instance is a scene is like just a normal scene where you have another player who's playing their character and you act it out together. A vignette can either be like a montage where we see like like a length of time, or it can just be like something that we see where we don't go into like we don't play out the actual details. We see kind of like an overhead view of what's happening. It'd be like a scene in a movie where you see something happening and there's music playing instead of getting the dialogue. If that makes sense. And then for the for these, we have a few different choices. We have a scene or vignette about your castle in the air, a scene or vignette about your bosom enemy, where you mark down the results of that. So that's what the fourth line of the bosom enemy tracker is for. A scene or vignette about the way your struggles with your bosom enemy has changed you. So this is focusing less on a specific action with your bosom enemy, but more about how the overall trend has kind of like changed you as a person. Um, you can also do a weather interlude, and the weather interludes are kind of like the idea of that we are matching a specific scene with a specific type of weather that's happening. So we have our weather interludes are dawn, monologue about a new hope, dusk, monologue about things that will never be, day, a vignette about simple joys or the busyness of life, overcast, a broody or contemplative vignette monologue about a difficult question, or storm, a scene showing passion or outrage for a rash action that breaks from previous behavior. And if you have an idea for something else you would like to do, you can also pay a resolve token to have a scene or vignette about something else if you're choosing. Optionally, you can also write up to 3 letters that take place over this passage of time just to show how your character is or isn't keeping up with the other characters. Um, and we will take turns on this, and um, these can go in like any order. So it's kind of like a good idea to specify um, about how far in you think you are, or about how old your character is when this is happening, because we are going to be going back and forth in time. If someone does something like 9 years in, that doesn't mean you can't do something that's just like 1 year in. Does that all make sense? Anyone have any questions?
No questions.
And there is information on all of these in the rules and play references tab of the play document for our players, so that you can, if you don't remember any of those options, you can look up what they are, and again, ask me questions if you want to. And if you think you're going to be doing something that affects another character and you want to discuss it prior to like doing a scene, that's also fine too.
Okay.
So give it some thought, and go ahead and decide what you want to do. If we wanted to, we could also like take our break now and have like think about it. What are people thinking?
Let's go ahead and take a break. That way I can show Steven the book. We can kind of flip through it for a little bit. Like maybe let's look like 15, 20
Okay.
minutes for that.
All right. A break sounds good.
Okay. So
I'm good with
So
15.
15? Okay, so it's 9 or 3:53 now. So let's round that up to like 4. So maybe let's make it more like 20 and do like 4:15.
All right.
That works for everyone?
I think 410. I think 410 would probably be enough personally.
4:10 it is.
All right.
Okay, viewers, we'll be back at 4:10. Just see you when we get back. Have a good one.
All right.
And we're back in. Okay, Neko, take it away.
So yeah, I already explained a bit about the passage of time. So that's what we're going to be doing. If anyone has an idea for their scene or vignette or a letter they want to write, you can just start. We'll just take turns. Again, if you have any questions or want to talk things out with people, that's totally fine.
My idea is still bubbling a little bit if someone else would like to go first.
Well, the only question I have is even for my character. I want to know if
Yeah.
Leroy and Sledge last.
What do you think? Do you want to play it out, or do you have an answer, Crow?
Yeah, I'll see how Leroy and Floods last.
Okay. So do you want to do a scene?
Yes.
When do you think this is happening? Does Leroy end up becoming a sailor? Because we could do like the goodbye
Yeah,
for the
Leroy
first
does
time you go on.
inevitably become a sailor eventually.
Yeah, so do you want to do like the first goodbye for whenever that happens?
I'd say they say goodbye when Leroy was around 17.
Okay. So about 6 years in, so um like I think am I maybe helping you pack? Are we at the boat dock? What do you want for this scene?
It's I'd say it take place when he's helping packing up. I get
Okay.
his father's already found out and is probably super furious at him
Yeah, so
because
I think maybe we're in your room, like Fledge, who I think once their older Fledge starts going by Hawk because they're no longer a fledgling, uh, they are like busying around, like helping fold clothes and like pick things and decide what to bring and not bring. And I think at some point you kind of start having a conversation. So, how did your dad take it?
he did not take it very well. He's actually begging me to take over the apple farm, and look how that turned
Hmm.
out.
Yeah, I could see how that would be an issue. Well, he could always hire help.
Or the apple farm might end up going out of business. I don't know, but it depends on if I come back at all.
Well, you're planning to at least come back and visit, right?
Of course I will.
I mean,
Well,
I I don't think you want to leave behind everything in town, right?
look, I'll only be back every once in a while and I'll write you letters.
Okay. Um, and maybe if I volunteer to help out on the apple farm, that would help your father be less angry.
Of course.
I mean, we're partners, so I want to help however I can, you know?
Alright. Then we'll just make a then we'll just make a promise that I'll write to you once a week.
Okay. Um, is there going to be a good way for me to get letters to you? I know you'll be in a lot of different ports and things.
I'll write to you from wherever I can. Or from wherever I'll be. And
I just
besides,
think
well,
that by the time I have an address for you, you might already be gone from that address. You know what I'm saying?
true.
I'll write to you anyway, and if I have to, I can give you the letters when you get back.
Okay.
And I think they're gonna like lean in and give you a big hug. It's like,
Yeah, and he hugs her back.
Them.
I'm gonna miss you.
I'll miss you too. And when I come back, I'll be waiting for you by the apple tree right over here, he said, pointing to an apple tree.
I'd like that.
Me too.
I think we'll make it work. I mean, my father's out of town a lot, and he and my mother love each other.
True. And besides, it. And then he looks away for a moment and he's like, besides, it'll work out for us, won't it?
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
I hope so.
Yeah, me too.
Is there anything else you think you want from that scene, or?
No, nothing else.
Okay, and do you want that to be my scene or your scene? It could work either way.
Your scene.
Okay.
I know. I guess the Wi-Fi's
No.
still being bad.
Yeah. We'll just. Sorry, viewers, for the cameras. Some tech difficulties. Stephen will be back on in just a moment. Our internet's been really weird the past couple days. I do apologize, everyone.
Understandable.
But
I know. Kitty
I
cam.
don't know what the viewers can see, but here, this is Rupee.
Your
Hi,
camera
Hello.
is actually the only one that's fine.
Oh,
So that's
you
good.
don't want to be held like that, do you? Sorry, buddy. You did a little pitiful meow. I don't know if people could hear that one.
No, sadly.
Oh my goodness, while we're waiting for Steven, I've been telling everyone about this book series I've been reading. It's by this Danish author. It's called On the Calculation of Volume. And it's a novel in 7 parts. She's written 6 of them. She's working on 7 now. The translation of the 4th and 5th volumes into English are coming out this year. But it's kind of like a Groundhog Day story, sort of. Like, it's about this woman who is stuck on November 18th. And the first volume opens up on her 121st November 18th. And so, like, by the time you finish the 3rd volume, she's done about 4.5, 5 years of November 18th. But
Oh, wow.
what's different than Groundhog Day is wherever she falls asleep is where she wakes up. And she can, like, if she has like I'm calling it an emotional resonance with an object, she can bring it with her through these days and like disrupt its time thing. But like
Oh, wow.
if she stays in a place too long, the grocery store starts emptying out because she has an emotional resonance for that food. So the next day, it's just like they don't have it in stock. It's bananas and it's so good. A little repetitive, but like intentionally so that's more of a feature than a bug.
Right.
Yeah.
Neat.
Well, while we're waiting for Steven, my fridge keeps beeping. I will be right back, everyone. Please hold.
Okay.
Great.
Are you thinking, Neko, that Fledge stays in town the entire time?
I think so.
Yeah, I'm still debating whether or not that's the same for Maria, or if Maria does escape, at least temporarily, or not. But yeah, I'm really debating the whole, like, if she gets into an accidentally loveless marriage
Oh
to
no.
have some drama. She doesn't have a childhood friend to rely on this time around in this character.
Sorry, everyone. My Wi-Fi is just not great in the back room.
Yeah, no worries.
You're okay.
Oof.
Hello.
And we're back. Fully back. Hi, everyone.
Yes.
Woo. All the cameras look good?
All the cameras look good. I mean, I'm just getting Steven's shoulder, but he's kind of wobbling around a little bit, so that's not his camera.
Oh, we can't hear you.
My tray is broken and I have to play on my bed, and my bed is not sturdy, so
no.
every time I move, everything wobbles. I'm sorry. And I have the 2 dogs with me, and if they knock the tray, so I'm sorry.
We make do the best we can with what we have.
Is
Yeah.
I know it's not the most flattering angle either, but
So we did a Neko scene
Mhm.
where hopefully these two will stay in touch. Um, I finally opened up the PDF files, Neko. I did not notice there was a daily reference file, and it's so adorable.
Yeah, it's very cute. V was the one who was like, "Let's make this a newspaper," and I'm like, "That's
Yeah,
adorable. It's great."
it's so good. I love V's graphic design work. It's what I aspire to be. um,
They're literally a pro. So
yeah. Oh, I know.
Apologies,
And
everyone.
yeah, we could also.
I
Mhm.
had a work email that came in. This is very much my fault. I apologize for visibility. Okay, I'm all
Yeah, no
done.
worries.
I for work, I help manage a team of like 40 receptionists, and it's my
Ooh,
responsibility to schedule next week, and so I just talking to people about who's returning to office, that sort of thing, and it has to get done.
right.
But I am done now. Sorry about that.
okay.
But yeah, so anybody else have seen, or we could do a letter if you have inspiration for a letter. I don't have
Or
inspiration
vignette.
or vignette. Yeah.
I think that I have an idea. I think that at a certain
Yeah.
point, Oren was sent to boarding school away from home. And due to like their impulsivity and probably untreatable at this point in time ADHD, to kind of turn them into a productive member of society. And I think a scene upon Oren's return home with their grandmother would be interesting. So this would have been like when Oren is in fact 22. I think Oren kind of just returned home because it was boarding school and then college, obviously, that sort of thing. Studying business as is appropriate for a person of their breeding, which they now have a full understanding of and still think it's a gross word. So, Steven, do you want to play my grandma? It's me, Anastasia.
yes.
I've returned home, grandmother.
Very well. What do you want, a medal? Did you want a homecoming party?
Well, I had hoped you'd be more happy about my return and ready
Of
to.
course I'm happy to see you, darling. But you don't need to walk in the room and go, I've returned. Everyone can gather that information just fine on their own when you enter a room.
I understand, grandmother. Is there anything I can assist you with today, or do I have the freedom to pursue my own interests for the afternoon?
I'd like you to draw the curtains.
As you wish, and Oren will go and draw the curtains in whatever room they happen to be sitting in.
While you're there, darling, I also need you to water the plants.
Grandma, we have help and staff for that.
I don't believe that I said anything that was wrong.
I'm not sure I understand.
You are perfectly capable of watering the plants, young man.
Why do you wish me to do it, though?
I don't believe that I asked you if you had any questions.
Grim, you. You do know that I've done everything you've asked for years.
You haven't watered the plants, have you?
I was speaking more to the family that you would like me to help with.
Darling, I just wanted to make sure that you hadn't grown too big for your britches while you've been gone. Now, the plants will not water themselves, and then you may go about your business.
Of course, grandmother. I'll see it done at once.
Not see it done. Do it. The staff have enough on their hands.
And he politely bows to his grandmother and prepares to go water some plants, I suppose.
It was the first task I came up with. I just wanted her to give you something annoying to do, to humble you a little bit.
Okay.
Good old Aunt March.
Poor Orin. I can't wait to meet adult Orin to see how different they are.
Yeah, I'm interested to meet adult Orin too.
Okay, I think that inspires me to write a letter. I think this is like a year after Orin's left for boarding school. Would what? How old were you when you went to boarding school? Would it have been like shortly after, like at 12 or at 13 or
Probably.
the
So I guess, what would the education system have been like then? So like, would they have what we think of as high school back then?
no.
No.
Sort of. It's complicated.
It's very
Right.
Public schools are just becoming a thing, like traditionally, like outside. I only know this because when I did San Francisco, I was like, oh, it's a new thing. But there were boarding schools and there were like college boarding schools too.
I imagine he was probably sent to boarding school around 14, 15.
Okay.
When hiring tutors and governesses no longer would seem like pertinent for someone their age, or necessary for someone their age, especially someone who was born a boy. I don't know if it would have had the same social structure. So I think around 15, grandmother would have sent Orin to a boarding school, and then they would have gone directly into college after that.
Yeah. So fun fact, as Neko knows, I made a setting hack that's specifically boarding schools.
Oh, cool.
Because I read an academic article. I'll try to remember to like link it to you.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
Because there was two academic articles I read, one about female boarding schools and one about male boarding schools, and it was about how gay they were, pretty much.
Cool.
Like how absolutely gay they were. In female boarding schools, it was a sense of like you were allowed to have like it was all about the yearning. It was all about crushes and everything, and that you were crushing on your teachers, but it was expected by the end you would marry to a man, and then that was all put away and everything. And in male boarding schools, it was a little bit more rougher because that's how we got the word that's very famous as a slur, but it also means like smoking in England. That's how that originated from, was because of that. But the whole purpose of having these like gay type relationships in boarding schools was you were setting up your network. So the people that you were servicing to, in any manner of that word, they would become your prospects. Like you would become a banker after and getting out of boarding school. So it's a possibility that Orin eventually might have like made connections that way, and that could have been also a reason why their grandmother sent them, was like, oh well, you're hanging out with the wrong people. There's not enough like well-to-do people in this town, so like that kind of thing.
Cool. Okay.
So yeah. So it's up to you how good of a time Orin has. Good or bad of a time.
Yeah, and we do also see kind of like what would I feel like is equivalent to a high school in one of the Emily of New Moon books by Ellen Montgomery, who wrote Anne of Green Gables, and Emily Climbs. Emily goes away to like Shrewsbury, where there's like a school, and like it's explicitly like not really a college because the people, her guardians don't want her to like, they think that's a bit too much education, but like they're allowing her to go to like this school at Shrewsbury, and she's like staying with an aunt and like kind of boarding there because they come from a small town that isn't big enough to have one of these bigger schools. So it could also be like a situation like that.
Got it. Yeah, no, I think with being old elite, Orin would have definitely been sent to a boarding school. Like that's just like kind of.
Do you think it's one in like Canada, or is it like your grandma sending you all the way to like Eton or something?
Oh yeah, no, I think she
Like
would.
how old elite are you?
I think she probably would have sent Orin to a boarding school in France or Switzerland or
Okay.
something.
Ooh.
Probably France for that classic French education.
Yeah.
You have at least 1 year where everyone's making fun of how your French is very Canadian instead of French.
Yeah.
Love it. Okay. Thank you. So yeah, I think a year into your boarding school, you you get a packet of letters.
Okay.
Because I think poor poor Maria did not quite understand how to do international postage. So a lot of the letters were kept getting sent back, and then she finally figured it out, or she might have asked for help. And so it's about a year's worth. Like I think she wrote like every month, um, to you, saying like things have gotten boring. uh, now that you were not out doing. She finally learns that you were doing crimes, quote unquote, and everything, and hoping you're well. Um, and like little like and they seem kind of more like journal entries, like there's she still asks like how are you doing and everything, but
Oh wait. Now wait, the stream's not working now. 1 second. Do.
yeah, because I think it was a longer drop, it might
It's gonna be in 2 parts, unfortunately. But
3 parts because it was already 2 parts.
oh, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you dropped the first time it cut off, and then as soon as you logged back in, Twitch immediately restart like connected. So
We're waiting on
let's
Steven to
see.
get back too.
Yeah.
Ay. Our internet's usually
Technical
better than
issues
this.
happen.
Yeah. It's just
Yeah,
kind of
so
weird. Like
yeah, stream has only been live for 30 seconds.
I was talking to Steven yesterday, and our internet's just been real slow at home lately. And I guess it's kind of come to a head a little bit. We'll wait for Steven to get back. The last thing I heard though was about about Maria writing a letter every month.
Okay. Also, it looks like it's 4 parts because he came back for 12 seconds looking at your recent broadcasts,
Ah, okay.
which might be just dead air or just, yeah.
It's
So.
probably just dead air. Steven was working
Yeah,
on
if you
coming
have
back.
Windows Movie Maker, if you have Windows Movie Maker still on your laptop, although, because that's just like, that was a program that was basic on Windows. And honestly, I just use that more than Premiere. You just like put all of it together, and then you can just easily cut out the dead air and then just output it, and that's good enough.
I'm getting CapCut soon because of the other stream, so I'll probably upload it in that. But CapCut seems relatively easy. Steven, however, cannot get his Discord to work, and I don't know.
Okay.
So should we pause and pick up again? It might cut us a little short, but how do we want to proceed?
Yeah, I think I would be fine with that. We're doing pretty well on time for pacing, so I think. Yeah.
Go boom, boom, boom next week or next session.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
And again, if you have questions, we can ask in between time in our little private chat.
Perfect. Okay,
Yeah.
so viewers, you can't really see me. We're having some major tech issues due to my internet falling in and out. We are going to return to game in 2 weeks, picking up right where we left off. We're pretty good on our schedule.
Steven's back.
Oh,
So we might be able to.
I would suggest we end it because you don't know what's going on with your internet.
yeah, let's... Okay, so listeners, cameras are back now.
Yeah, it took forever for me to even log back on just now.
All good, Steven.
I
all
got
good.
those like spinning blue diamonds.
Okay, so viewers, this episode, once I get it all kind of combobbled together, I'm going to post it on YouTube. We are going to go ahead and end our session a little short today, unfortunately. The tech issues, I just don't want us to run into any more and cause more problems down the road. Neko was saying to me just a moment ago, and you might have heard some of it while we were hashing this out, that we're pretty good on target with our schedule. We're at a good place, so we're just going to go ahead and stop here, use this transition into adulthood to jump right off in 2 weeks when we join you again on Sunday at 3 o'clock Eastern. Thank you so much for your patience. I understand tech issues are frustrating for everyone. You might have heard me scream a little bit about
We
an hour
can't
ago.
help that the Wi-Fi goes down.
No,
We can't help Wi-Fi problems. Only Verizon can control that.
and Verizon chooses not to. As
Hey,
the
they're usually pretty good.
They
Let's
are.
cut them slack.
They are. They are. We do like Verizon, but in Spectrum. So, listeners, thank you so much.
That's a low bar.
It is a
Low bar.
very low bar. Come and join us on the Discord. Check out our YouTube. Check out our other AP, not Castles in there. That's this one. The last caravan that we
Catalog.
that we do on Tuesday nights, and that is weekly. So come and join us there. We have quarter 2 episodes that we're going to be pumping out soon too. The first one is going to be with Tristan Zimmerman, who has been a guest on the show several times, talking about his new game Ballad Hunters, which is really cool, and that should be out in early April. So we have a lot of stuff exciting going on, and we'll see you soon. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.
Hi, everyone.
Bye.